Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. In today's video we're going to take a look at another high quality production knife. And this one is a build between Liong Mah of Liong Mah Design and Reate Knives of China. So not too long ago we took a look at another knife from Liong Mah and Reate Knives, and that was the Tempest. This one here. And this is his most recent then, kind of in that vein of builds, and this is the SDC, or Slim Daily Carry. So this is what the knife ships with. Nice branded padded pouch there, and we'll go through the specs, overall impressions, and details, same as always. So in terms of specs on this knife, just to start off, it is a titanium frame lock flipper, runs on bearings. And let's see here, overall length is just about 8.37 inches. Blade length is actually about 3.75, but there's a large finger choil up front, so the cutting edge is closer to 3.25. Blade thickness is about 0.159 inches. S35 VN blade steel, 6AL4V titanium, and it does weigh in at 4.5 ounces. So yeah. Now the thickness in the pocket is 0.54 inches there, so that is pretty much it. Handle length 4.7 inches overall there, so yeah. So that should do it for the specs for the most part. Overall impressions, again, it's Reate Knives does an excellent job, really well built, great fit and finish here. Really nothing to complain about in that regard, so I think it turned out really well. And the focus for this knife is just as the name would depict. It's supposed to be a slim daily carry, a knife that's kind of built for everyday carry, everyday use. And I think, he accomplished that on the build here. Now, one of the most interesting features is, of course, the flipper tab that disappears in the open position. So it works well. I know that there are some people who, they dislike when the flipper tab becomes part of the design as a forward guard. Maybe not enough room for a choil. For me, I don't mind it in the slightest. Although with this application, obviously it gives you a very, very large usable finger choil here. So yeah. Again, really nice build. Some cool features on this one that I don't recall seeing before. So yeah, well executed. So that's pretty much it for specs, overall impressions. Let's get into the details then, and I'll continue to reference the Tempest as I'm doing comparisons. So yeah. Alright, first the flipper tab. Of course, the most interesting aspect of the knife. Really small, minimalist flipper tab here. And as you can see, the way that it integrates into the design, as it rolls over, it becomes the under part of the blade tang here. So added some jimping for some extra texture. And again, makes it very usable, very controllable. Get way up on the knife here in hand, so yeah. So flipping action. I've had a couple guys ask me, is it easy to flip with the little tab? And yeah, it is. Flip with the first finger, flip with the thumb, flip with the middle finger. I can flip with the ring finger. And I can even flip it, if we turn it upside down, with my pinky here, so. Well, I can when I'm not under the camera. Yeah, anyways, it works well. Really no problems with the flipper tab in the slightest. As long as you get in front of it, it'll catch the finger really well. Give you some excellent flipping action, so. Really smooth on the bearings, of course. Yep. Now the stop pins are integrated into the blade, as we've seen with some of the other Reate builds, and it disappears, omitting the need for an external blade stop. So yeah, So that's what that's how the flipping action is on it. You know, the concept of the flipper tab disappearing into the design is something that I know I've seen on a few custom knives. There's the GTC spring-loaded tab, which has a little tab that, well, just as it sounds, it's spring-loaded, it pulls back and then it disappears. There's the kickstop method, which is a similar but different method. This one, obviously to make it able to produce in larger quantities and not a custom knife, is kind of a simplistic version of that, but works really, really well. So, again, it disappears right there. Really cool concept. So, anyways, that's the flipping action. That's how it works. Disappears in the design really well. Doesn't protrude very much. But yeah, cool concept. So, let's take a look at the blade. S35VN, stone-washed bevels, the satin flats. Really nice contrast, and as I mentioned in the last video, I prefer when the bevels are actually stone-washed, since most of the wear and tear is going to occur here. And this one is done in a really nice spear point. I think it's a really attractive blade shape. Something that I've really liked in this knife. I don't know why, but I don't know, maybe we don't see spear points that often, or I haven't bought too many that often. But yeah, really nice edge. Again, it came flawless to me, so yeah. Alright, the Liong Mah logo there, and then the blade steel designation there, S35VN. I think that's pretty much it for the flipper tab and the blade. Yeah. Alright, handles. So titanium, you can still see the mill lines in here, gives it a little more texture so it's not slippery. And then this one has actually been stone washed as compared to, let's say, the finished here on the Tempest. So yeah, heavier stone wash on the slim daily carry. You guys can see the difference in the finishes there. But yeah, so again, I always like seeing these kind of machine marks. Gives a little extra texture, a little visual appeal here. But looks good overall. It's been left a bare standard titanium color aside from the anodized screws to add a little pop of color. I think for this one, I'm trying to figure out if I want to get some extra work done on it. Maybe at least make the back spacer here this cool gear spaced, or gear pattern back spacer, maybe match the bronze colorations just for a little pop of color, while still maintaining that, you know, hard use aesthetic, as it were. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. This one I might send it off to one of the guys that I like to have anodizing work done by. But yeah, contoured. Pretty much it feels like it's contoured here, as you can see. It is shaped really well. Got a chamfer running on the top and the bottom, so in hand it's really comfortable. Fairly slender overall. And then the finger trail here works well to lock you in. And there is some jimping on the thumb ramp. As you can see, it kind of comes in at a diagonal. Plus the thumb ramp inclines, so you really get a lot of control, a lot of purchase on with your thumb there. So yeah, very controllable in the hand. And then again, if you go up further on it, get your middle finger there, first finger there, and you can go way up and have a lot of control on the knife. So yeah. So pretty comfortable, really good ergos. Really nice pocket clip, 3D machined, plenty of gap for thick jeans, no sharp ends on the pocket clip at all. So centering, perfect. Lockup is about, this one's about maybe 30% or so. You do have a stainless steel lock insert, of course, as all the Reates have had. And yeah, now with this one, I know that Liong Mah mentioned they wanted to make it as light as possible, so you guys can see all the skeletonizing, all the pockets milled on the inside there. to really reduce the weight as much as they could. Even here on the lock side, obviously they didn't do any machining on the locking bar itself, but on the back side they've got pockets in there as well to lighten it as much as possible. So, you know, 5.45 ounces is pretty light for a full titanium flipper in this size. So, yeah. Anyways, again, I guess just in a summation, really well done. You know, the name, you know, it kind of meets the expectations as the name would advertise there. It is a slim daily carry. You know, nothing, doesn't get caught up anywhere in your pocket. Really good ergos. No wiggle. Rock solid lockups. So, again, I've owned quite a few different knives from Reate manufacturing at this point, and they have always done an excellent job with their machining and their fit and their finish. I've never had to send one back for any warranty work or any adjustments, any of those things. ZT is another brand. I've never had to send a knife back to have any, you know, any warranty work performed on the knife. So, you know, manufacturing companies are getting better and better. Some of them have excellent quality control, you know, such as Reate and ZT. Others, not so much. So, anyways, there's the Liong Mah SDC, and there was the Liong Mah Tempest. So, really cool designs. Again, I think this one I might add a little more color to. Maybe this one as well. That backspacer in blue would actually be really nice. Pop of color in there as well. So, yeah, a lot of options on kind of these, you know, just standard titanium knives that haven't had anything done to them yet. All right, guys. Hopefully this gave you an idea of kind of what to expect with the SDC here. Comments or questions, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching as always, and yeah, lots more videos to come, more production, more custom, and thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I'll catch you guys soon. Take care.